Today I'm going to give you some hard truths, and I'll tell you it straight. The number one thing that's holding you back right now may not be the market, it may not be the rates, it may not even be the competition. It's most likely procrastination. And we've all been there. I've been there too. You've got calls to make, you've got emails to send, you've got listings to prep for, but suddenly scrolling on social media or cleaning your desk feels urgent. And deep down, you know what's happening. The hesitation, the stall, it's stealing your momentum and your clients and your paychecks. Today, I'm going to give you the 5 rules to crush procrastination once and for all. These are the tools that I use, and they are backed by science, and each one of them will help you move forward so you can actually be proactive in your day instead of stalling time over time over time. In our industry specifically, with procrastination, it really starts to compound, because if you skip a follow-up today, you can cost yourself a client next week. If there's a listing you don't prep for properly, this can push the closing back by months to 3 months or 4 months down the line. And it's not about laziness, it's about friction. And these 5 things I'm going to show you, they're designed to remove that friction, to flip your brain into gear, and then to get you moving. Real quick, before we go any further, there's a lot coming out on this channel. There's a lot of information that I share. But if I look at the data, 87% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. 87%. So if you get any value out of this video at all, do yourself a favor, subscribe, because then you can know what's coming next, and it would help the channel tremendously to move forward. All right, back to the video. All right, the first one is the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is the fastest way to beat procrastination quickly and build momentum fast. And it's this: if a task takes 2 minutes or less, don't even think about it, do it immediately. No list, no later on, no hesitation, just get it done if it takes under 2 minutes. And here's why. Psychology today calls this the power of small wins. Every time you check something off instantly, your brain gets a dopamine hit, and that tiny sense of accomplishment that you feel actually makes you want to keep on going and keep on progressing. If you think about Netflix autoplay, you tell yourself, I'll just watch this 1 episode, but 1 turns into 4 because you started. That's momentum. The 2-minute rule works the same way. So you start with something small, and suddenly you're rolling. For us realtors, it's super powerful. A client texts you, just reply now. Need to scan like a document or something, or upload a file, do it now. 1 small action tips the first domino, and then the rest start to follow. Okay, rule number 2 is change your environment. Your environment, or the place that you work, is the hidden driver of all your habits. If you change it, you can change the behavior that follows. So when you think about your environment in your office, it shapes your actions more than you realize. If your desk is cluttered, your head is cluttered. If you've got 12 tabs open on your browser, your focus is already completely gone and fractured. If you think about the casinos, right, in Vegas, the lights, the sounds, even the carpet patterns, they're all designed to actually keep you engaged, to pull you in deeper. They don't put the windows open because they don't want you to see what time of day it is. They keep it super cold so it keeps you more alert and awake. It's designed in a way for you to take action. And you can design your environment the exact same way. If you want to prospect more, just keep your call list front and center on your desk. If you want fewer distractions, shut down the tabs that you don't need and clean up your workspace so nothing else is sitting on there. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, calls this environment design. So you don't fight with yourself with willpower, you set up your space so the right choice is the easy choice. It's right there. Rule number 3 is visualizing future regret. Now, future regret is kind of like a mental time machine. You use it to pull yourself out of procrastination. This one's super powerful. If you picture yourself in 90 days from now, looking back at today, did you make the calls? Or did you put them off and watch another agent close a deal, or scroll on Instagram, or watch Netflix? One of my favorite Christmas movies is A Christmas Carol, specifically The Muppets Christmas Carol. It's so good. If you haven't seen it before, it's so good. Michael Caine is Ebenezer Scrooge, and all the Muppets are in there, and it's so good. Watch it. And in the movie, Scrooge meets the ghost of Christmas future, and he sees exactly where his choices are leading him, and it shakes him to the core. He freaks. And when he wakes up, he changes immediately. He wakes up and it's Merry Christmas and all this stuff, and he goes out and greets the carol singers and he buys turkeys for everyone and he visits, you know, Tiny Tim and all them people. Like, it changes him instantly because he's seen what the future is impacted from his present actions. And that right there is anticipated regret. And behavioral science shows that it's one of the strongest motivators that we can have. So when you start to feel stuck, just ask yourself, if I don't act now, what's my future really going to look like? And do I like that version of myself? If the answer is no, you got to change it today. All right, rule number 4 is shrink it so it's laughably easy. And really this comes down to, if it feels too big to start, feels like massive, shrink it down until the first step feels laughably easy, like a baby step. Because big projects overwhelm us, and overwhelm feeds procrastination. And the hack for this is to break things down so the first step feels almost silly. It's like building a Lego set. We've got Lego sets galore in our basement. They're everywhere. Star Wars Lego sets. And then you have all these different thousands and thousands of pieces of Legos everywhere in the basement. And then you step on it and you get frustrated. But nobody buys a Lego set and just dumps 5,000 pieces on the table and is like, all right, here we go. I'm going to start from scratch. You build it bag by bag, piece by piece, and each tiny little step, each click, adds up to something massive. So for us as realtors, you don't want to just say, I need to organize my entire CRM. That's too much, it's overwhelming. Instead, just say, I'm going to update one client record, just one. Baby steps. Johns Hopkins research shows that breaking tasks down this way reduces overwhelm and it increases follow through. And here's like the big thing, once you start, you usually keep going, because that laughably first small step tricks your brain into taking action. So break things down into baby steps. And the last one, guys, rule number 5 is just 5 more. If you're struggling to start, commit to just 5 and watch yourself keep going. This one is probably my favorite. When you feel like stopping or you just can't seem to get started, just tell yourself 5, just 5 is what I'm going to commit to. 5 more calls, 5 more emails, 5 more minutes of focus. Whatever it is for you, just use 5. Now, my kids are a little bit older now, but I'm sure you can relate if you've got young kids. This is exactly what you do on road trips all the time. The kids are like, are we there yet? When are we going to be there? When are we stopping? And the answer is like, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. We'll be there in 5. And even though we're half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour away, it's like, we'll be there 5 minutes, really quick. Before they know it, they're like, okay, and then you get there, they're like, cool, what was the fuss? And you can use this same trick on yourself. If you're ready to hang up the phone after just 2 calls, push for 5 more. If you want to quit from going through all those emails, just do 5 more. Now, Very Well Mind says that these short pushes often flip your brain into flow, and once you're in flow, stopping actually feels harder than continuing. And the bottom line is this, guys, procrastination is not laziness. It's friction, and friction just kills momentum. The 5 rules, the 5 things that we've gone through today, they remove the friction and get you going. The 2-minute rule sparks instant wins. Your environment pulls you in to focus, and future regret motivates you to act. Then when we shrink down the tasks, it kills overwhelm. And the just 5 more rule flips you into flow. So here's my challenge for you. Don't just nod your head along with this video and be like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Lewi. Pick one of these rules and use it right now, like right now. Some of you may be watching this video because you're like, okay, I want to learn some stuff. Some of you guys know you've got a bunch of shit to do and you shouldn't be watching this video. So go and take one of these 5 rules and put it into your life. Reply to that client, clear one thing off your desk, do 5 more calls. Because in real estate, momentum is everything. And momentum starts with action. So stop waiting, start moving, because your next deal literally depends on it. Now, before you go, there's a bunch of stuff in the description below, free stuff that can help you, calls you can jump on with me, all absolutely free of charge that you can go and grab for yourself to help you with these things. If you want to chat one-on-one, there's a link there as well to talk about how we can work together for free. Otherwise, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I would love to see you there. Take care.